things. I'm very happy to bring you President Ayman Nassar. Ladies and gentlemen, President Ayman Nassar.
Thank you, Larry. Best dressed person in the crowd tonight. Round of applause for Larry. Joey, I need to correct something that you said. I did not fuck an elephant. I was molested by one. Completely different stories. How's everyone doing tonight? Anyone have any travel plans? I don't really care about your travel plans. I'm going to tell you about mine. So tomorrow, I'm going to the US. Now, I know what you're going to say. There's a bit of a continuity issue here because I've been telling you about how much I hate the US and how much I'm pro-Canada. What I am going to do is when I go to the airport, I will try to give them the stink eye, like show them that we're not going to be the 51st state. At least that's what I like to tell Canadians. Most probably what I'm going to do when I get to the airport is just be as polite as I can be because you need to keep in mind I am Egyptian. And that means I'm automatically always selected for the extra pat down. So I have to be extra nice with the person at the airplane. And I have to be like, okay, sir, so cavity search. How many fingers? Fists? Okay. I will try not to clench. Yeah, I can't pull that stuff that you guys do where you act all belligerent to Americans because you hate them. I have to play it nice until the end of this year. Now, the reason I'm going to the US is because Saturday, I'm going to be attending a football game. It's the opening match of the FIFA Club World Cup. Now, what you're going to think is that I'm going to be here to shit on Canada and say how you guys call soccer, how you call football soccer, and make fun of that. But no, I'm not here to talk about that. What I am here to say is that Canada has it really easy. Because I tried to workshop this joke before I wrote it, and it couldn't find a single sport that you guys love that would give you as much confusion as I get when I'm reading the news. So to put it into perspective, I believe the Stanley Cup finals are happening right now. Correct? Yes. Okay, so imagine you were to open the news and find out that the Oilers won the Stanley Cup. How happy would you be? Because that's not expected to happen, right? I'm sorry, it's the truth, okay? Bear with me here. Now, what happens when I read the news and I read stuff about football that makes as much sense as the Oilers winning the Stanley Cup? Okay? So you hear something like Real Madrid beat Barcelona 5-0. And then you read the article a little bit more and you find out that they're actually talking about the women's division of FIFA. Because for some reason, Google sees it fit that just because I love FIFA and I love football, then that must automatically mean that I will also watch women playing football, which is not the case. If there is a guy who is watching women playing football, it's because they're trying to get into their wife's pants, or because they love the noises that the ladies are making as they are, swinging across the pitch. And trust me, it gets very, very audible, okay? It's bad. But the idea that just because I love male football, that I should also love female football is just as preposterous as saying that just because you love watching porn, then you must also enjoy watching gay porn. Now, I'm all for watching a good movie every once in a while, especially being a single dad. But I would not like to have a dick up my butt. So, with all due respect, I hope this ends the whole issue that we have when we're trying to say that women should be paid as equally as men when it comes to football. That is never going to happen because, again, going back to the porn analogy, female porn stars are not paid as much as their male counterparts. On the other hand, the men that probably make up the entirety of Gabby's sperm talk, they get paid a lot less. Okay? So, on that, yes, I will be going to the US. I will be trying as hard as I can not to look like the brown gentleman who is here to ruin the great state of America, even though they're doing a pretty good job of it so far. Like, there's shit happening in Los Angeles, there's shit happening everywhere. And here I am waltzing right into the middle of it. Larry, where are you? Are you outside? Fuck. So Larry and I go a little bit back, because the last time I met him was at the Judge, where he judged my comedic performance. Now, I do have to say this, Larry, you made a huge mistake that day. You mistakenly said that I fucked up the punchline of my joke. And I took offense to that because I did not fuck up the punchline. I fucked up the delivery, which is exactly what the doctor told Joyce when you were born. Oh. Thank you very much. That was my set.
How do you know my fucking mother's name? Fuck, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, may I say, fuck you to Ayman Nassar. Let's give a big fuck you to Ayman Nassar. The Egyptian Sammy Davis Jr. with two good eyes. Seriously, dude, you look like Sammy Davis Jr. You could do a fucking tribute to him. You could come out and go, I'm the candy man. You could fucking do it. None of these young kids know who the fuck Sammy Davis Jr. is. They have no fucking idea. They have no idea. They don't know anything that happened longer than fucking 15 minutes ago.
You said your mom's name and I was paying attention.
Oh, okay, right on. Okay, that's all right then, because otherwise I'm like, what the fuck? She's an old lady. Leave her alone. She doesn't have any money. She couldn't even lend me $20 today. Fuck her. I mean, don't do that, Amen, you bastard. Hey, when you masturbate, do you whack like an Egyptian? Hey-oh, hey-oh, hey-oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep